Good morning and welcome to the world of Global Sparkles. I am Trudy Pavlovsky, and today I want to talk about how the helping industry is actually failing you and why many people should be rethinking their decision to go to the big events. And I'm going to use Tony Robbins as an example, and I'm not going to be popular, but that's okay because I have something that I feel is really, really important to share. So I'm live streaming this via YouTube as well as sharing this on my Trudy Pavlovsky business page. And the reason I'm sharing it here on my business page is because a lot of people have recently liked it because I've been running a little ad that says you've been doing all of the things, your shadow work, going to your events, doing your belief changes. You've been doing all of the energy, spiritual, all the healing work. Hi, Lisa. And nothing's changing. Nothing is changing for you. You are still feeling stuck. You're still wondering why your life isn't transforming. And I'm using TR as the big example because how many of you have gone to these 3-day events? And yes, I had my hair done yesterday, so I'm judging it. Have gone to these 3-day events and gone, yes, my life is going to be different now. Yes, I feel amazing. And you're hyped up and you've signed up for the 10, 20, 30K worth of courses. And yes, I've signed up for the 20, 30K worth of courses after these events too, right? And you go home and like 3 or 4 days later, you're like, oh, I'm depressed. I've lost my momentum. Nothing's really changed. And even if you haven't signed up for the courses, you still go home feeling like, wow, you're all hyped, you're pumped, you're caught up in this collective energy of we are invincible. And this is where those big events do you a massive, massive disservice. And this is where I'm probably getting a little ranty, right? Because you go to these events, you invest money that most of us don't have, but we're all told you'll find it. It's not a question of being resourceful, of resources. It's about being resourceful, right? You'll go find the money, do it on your mortgage, do all this sort of stuff, right? Great. And that's your choice. You have free will. But when you're in those really hyper, super pumped up, electrified, magnetic environments that spike your nervous system up and take you way out of your comfort zone, you're more inclined to sign up for shit that is really going to stretch you and cause you a lot of stress. Now, that's fine. You go off and do the courses, but my big issue is how many times have people gone and done the course, the 5K, the 10K course, come home all hyped up, ready to go, but then nothing changes, right? This is how the helping industry is failing you. And a lot of these big companies, they hype you up, they get your money. And have you ever noticed, and I've noticed this with a lot of people, not just Tony Robbins people, but a lot of people who go to really big, hypey events, they go and they sign up for the courses, and every year they do the same course. It's another 10K, another 15K, another 20K. But their life doesn't really freaking change. It doesn't change. They don't get the big promised transformation. And after 10 plus years in the industry, I kind of had a gut full of it because I'm the one picking up the pieces of people going, yeah, I've spent all of this money and my life has not changed. So today's a bit of a warning about the hyper events because what it does, it hypes you up. You're here. This is your life. This is your emotional bandwidth. It hypes you up, spikes you out of anything that you're used to, leaves you feeling like you're invincible. You come home and then you have the crash. Now, for your body to bring you back into balance, into homeostasis, it drops you below your set point. And that's why you get depressed after events. You feel lonely. You feel like you can't do it because you've been up here, you've dropped down here. And these events are designed to do that. They are designed to hype you. They are designed to get you feeling like if I don't sign up now, I'm going to miss out. My life will never transform and I can't do it, right? So you get this spike and everything. And then every year you keep signing up. You get indoctrinated into the culture. I'm going to call it culture. You may choose to call it a cult. I know there's people that do. The culture. That's your decision on where that language goes for you. So you get caught up in this culture, and then you're so like protective of it because you've invested all of this money. You don't want to face that it hasn't delivered what it's promised you. Now, most of these things will focus on process, 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 process. So mentally, you're getting the process, the process, the process, but you're not getting a foundation to support it. You're not getting the emotional support you need to expand and grow with it. Physiologically, your body's not supported, right? And I've been here in these spaces. I speak from experience and I speak from what I see. So the big name events hype you up, keep getting you to sign up, indoctrinate you into the culture, but they don't support you to actually change and transform your life. And I know for people that are here that have recently liked my page, you've done all the things and nothing's changed. And after 10 plus years of studying the industry, and I'm going to be honest here, I've invested $150,000 in education. The hype, I can't not do this. I have to have it. I'm going to miss out. Have I got that return on investment? And over 10 plus years, would you have expected to get a faster financial return on investment? Yes, but it's been a slow burn of piece here, piece here. No one has supported me to bring it all together. Now, this is why, and this wasn't about plugging alignment, but this is why you need to be working to get a solid change that lasts. You need to be working on 4 things at once. 4. I nearly held my finger down. 4 things at once. Yes, you need to work on the mental, so the beliefs and the values and myelinating the new pathways. But most coaches don't even teach you about the physiological shifts, how your physical body works. And you need to work with your physical body. Because if you're all mental, but you're spiking here in your nervous system, you're getting kicked on to like freeze, flight, or fight, like when you're being triggered and your body's like freaking out, the change that you're getting mentally won't be supported physically. So you need to work on the physical. With that, you do need to work on the emotional. But so many processes are just mental. Like the emotional is still triggering the body, and the body is not being supported to cope with the change of the mental, and you've got no foundation. You've got no foundation to support all of that. So working with universal law and spiritual, for me, that was the missing piece to bring it all together. Now, I know the Tony Robbins people, if anyone watches it, they're going to come and defend him, and he's been doing this for 30 years and he's amazing, rah, rah. But I want you to have a look at it. How many people do you know that are constantly investing under the belief that the next time they do the course, their life will really change? They'll jump up success-wise, they'll jump up money-wise, they'll have dream relationships, they'll have all the things, but nothing changes. There's only the small percentage of people whose lives truly transform on that big level that gets talked about so much with personal development. And have a look at it. Are you indoctrinated? Are the names so big now? It's not about helping anymore. It's about filling the events and making more money to keep the lifestyle and the dream alive for them. And that's my biggest bugbear with the coaching industry, is seeing so many people invest, having expectations, being set up to fail because they don't have all of the support to really own it on every single level that you need for lasting change. And that's my issue. So if you've done all of the big name courses and nothing's really changing for you and you're still feeling stuck, come and talk to me. The happiness plan, alignment, all of the work that I'm doing brings it all together. I finally figured out on my own that doing a bit here and a piece there and a little energy thing here and stuff. And I'm a Reiki master. I'm an NLP master practitioner. I've done all of the courses. I was ICF accredited for a while. You know what? Like you really need the 4-tiered approach. You need more than just one bit here and here. And if you're constantly going to free events, whether or not you're investing in their 30, 50, 100K package or not, and you're constantly going to these events and feeling a little bit good, but then 3 days later feeling a little bit bad, they're not actually delivering everything that you need. It is just a big sales pitch to hype you up, to get you to invest in their next product. And for me, that's not what the helping industry should be about. That's the sales industry. That's the manipulation industry. That's the influence industry that wants to take your money and doesn't actually give a shit about you long term. And after 10 plus years, I'm sick of it. And I'm sick of people coming to me going, I've invested XY amount of money and I've been going to see whether it's Tony Robbins or I don't even know who the big names are anymore. I just don't pay attention. Going to see those big names over and over and over and investing 5, 10 and going every single year and not really getting any change and transformation in your life. It drives me nuts. So coaches, if you're watching this, we need to be better than that. People who go to these events and are still feeling stuck, come and talk to me because I can point you in a very different direction. And it's not a 10K investment where you have to keep coming back every year for tiny, tiny little move alongs, incremental. Like you want something, and look, if it's not me, it's not me, but you want to be looking for something that works with all of you because you are a whole person. Stop letting the coaching industry break you down into little pieces that suit them, that keep them getting money from you, but actually don't support you for the beautiful transformation and change that you desire. I was divinely inspired to do this live this morning. I couldn't ignore it. If you don't agree, come and let's have a conversation. But there's just so much more to healing than just going and working with an NLP coach who does process, but doesn't work with the rest of you. There's so much more to healing than doing energy, but not staying grounded and not working with like the values and the cause effects going on in your mind. You can work on the emotion, but make sure you have that foundation of a consistent spiritual universal law that is proven by science, is known by the spiritual, that will give you all the foundation and grounding that you need. For those of you that haven't met me before, I spent, 30 plus 35 years in the wilderness, absolutely hating myself. Transformation can happen, but not all transformations are created equally. And not all coaches get it. And sometimes that's willful ignorance and sometimes that they don't know. So new coaches, please, let's talk about your coaching and how you can be a better coach, right? We're all here. We're here to serve. We're here to live our best lives. And what you don't know, you don't know. But those big names know. And it's not about helping anymore. It's about how much fucking money can we make. And we don't care. And I've been in the industry a long time. And I've seen it. I've lived it. I've spoken it. And it's time. It's 2020. It's a new decade. The world needs us to step up and be better. And if that means speaking up and probably getting a bit of hater for it, I'll do it. Because life doesn't have to suck. And you don't have to spend, if you're spending 10, 20K a year on your personal development and things aren't changing that much for you, and you're showing up, something is not working. The system is broken. So yes, TR, big events, they're an example. There's other people out there. Awareness is the key because, working with the happiness plan, my mission here is to support you to be happy and create and transform and live your dream life. And if you're constantly paying out 10, 20 grand and you're under huge amounts of financial stress, attempting to figure out how to pay for all this shit, and it's not actually making you feel better, get out of it. Stop doing it. Leave the culture of that environment and come and talk to me. Because yes, I know it can be scary to leave those places, but you got to go where you're celebrated and where you're actually respected and where your transformation will actually happen for you. And there's a lot of places out there that you're never really going to get the transformation. You're just going to get more debt. Anyway, I'm out of here. Spoken from the heart, spoken from the truth. Please pop your comments in there. Yeah, 150K. I've invested it, Mel. I've done it. I've seen it. I've worked in the events industry. I've run my own events. I've done all of the pieces and all of the modalities and all of the things. I've seen it. And I speak with 100% conviction, whether it's me or someone else. That's not the point. But the coaching industry is failing way too many people. And somebody's got to speak up. So it's got to be me. Because I have no fear. All right. I'm waiting. There's going to be some people that are going to go, rah! But they're indoctrinated into the culture. So, yeah, that's my thoughts today. I'm going to go and talk to the amazing Ashley Ray. I will be back to do more lives and things over the week. Share your thoughts. This isn't about bagging out and hating on people or anything, but this is awareness. And for coaches, it's important that we show up and be the best freaking coach that we can be. And after 10 years of my big investments and lots of study, I'm here to tell you, being a modality coach only, it's not enough anymore. We know better now. So let's all be better. That's my goal. All right. Bye, everyone. Have a fantastic week. And YouTube, thanks for watching.